Welcome to Cooking with the Rams. Today we have Faith Finnegan joining us to prepare for you a spooky treat for Halloween. Faith is a senior in our program. She is a certified fundamental cook through the American Culinary Federation, and after graduation she plans to continue her culinary education at the Culinary Institute of America.
Hi guys, today we're making a very fun and spooky Halloween themed dessert, Mummy Macarons. We need to whip the egg whites. I'm just gonna pour them in there. And it says 3 egg whites. You can do it yourself with the actual eggs, or you can use a carton. If you use the carton, then it's 4 ounces of egg whites and then a tablespoon. So we're gonna whip them until they're nice and like bubbly, and then we're gonna add the sugar, and then we're gonna continue to whisk those until it's to like soft peaks. And you can do it on high speed, however fast you want it, but you need to make sure that they are soft peaks and then the right, or else your macarons will be too loose. And you also wanna make sure that you don't over whip them, because that could also be very bad. So you want them to be nice and fluffy, and that should be about soft peaks. You see how they kind of stand up just a little bit, but not too much. So those should be good. So I'm just gonna knock off whatever left over. Make sure I get all of them in there. And now you wanna fold in your sifted almond flour and confectioner's sugar. I already sifted it, but just use a sifter at home and do the same, and you're just gonna pour all of it in there. And then you are going to lightly fold them in. You don't want to smush it, because then all the air bubbles will get out and it will not stay nice and firm. Just gonna do it a couple more times, make sure. Get everything around the edges. My best way that I would say to do this, to put them into your piping bag, is with a measuring cup. It is way easier to just go in there and pour it into there. And so you're going to take a sheet pan and one of these silicone things. These are used for the macarons. You can buy them on Amazon. They're super easy to find. Now I'm going to start piping. So you want to start at the top. Just hold it still. You want to stop piping and then let go. You want to try and get it as even as possible. It's okay if they're a little bit bigger. Mummies aren't perfect. And when you pipe like this, you don't want to pipe from down here because it's just going to square. You want to pipe from up here. Now I'm going to put these in the oven at 285 for about 10 minutes. And now we can get started on our filling. And this time you want to use a paddle attachment instead of the whisk. You want to cream the butter and vanilla together. You want your butter to be at least room temperature. It's way easier to cream that way. You're just gonna let it go on medium or high, medium-high-ish. And so you can tell when your vanilla and your butter is creamed is when it looks sort of kind of like a frosting, and it sticks to the side. And then you're just gonna add your confectioner's sugar slowly, so just add a little bit at a time. That's all combined. You want to scrape the sides, make sure everything's getting incorporated, and then you want to add more of the confectioner's sugar. Add the last of it. Also, don't start off on the highest speed because the powdered sugar will come out, and that's how you turn this black jacket into a white jacket. But as it all gets incorporated, you can put it on a higher speed. Just gonna scrape the sides one more time. And there's your buttercream. And now we are going to make our white chocolate ganache. For that, I have a cup of white chocolate chips and I have 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. You just put some water into a pot and then a bowl on top. I'm gonna turn it on. You want it on medium to low heat. And I'm just going to add my white chocolate chips. They're starting to melt. Bowl gets hotter. And to keep the bowl in place, you can just use a rag because this will be very hot. You just want to add your heavy cream. So I already have some of the chocolate already piped. So now we're gonna take the filling and we're gonna pick one of these. We're just going to lightly spread some of the filling onto them. Be very careful because they are very delicate. And don't put too much. So then we're gonna take the tops, set them right. And depending how big, however you want them, you can do it on either side. And now we are just going to pipe the chocolate on. They do not have to be perfect. You can do it any way you want. Be messy as you want. You don't even have to use a piping bag or anything like that. And then you're gonna put your little googly eyes on top. I'm Faith Finnegan, and these are your Mummy Macarons. Thank you for watching Cooking with the Rams.